Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm here for the match preview of AC Milan against Sassuolo. It's match day number 7 in the 2016-2017 Serie A season. Match will be played tomorrow, Sunday, October 2nd at 6 p.m. Italian time at the San Siro. It is the final match before the international break of next week. And let's talk about this match by starting off with AC Milan. Now, they earned their third consecutive clean sheet last weekend when they drew 0-0 away to Fiorentina. It was a very tough fixture for the Rossoneri. However, it was a decent performance in a very difficult stadium. So I'm happy that we came out of it with a point, even though we weren't able to pick up the win. Of course, that quite debatable episode at the end there with Luis Adriano, where we could have got the opportunity to win the match. But at the end of the day, I think the 0-0 draw was a fair result against the Viola. Now, tomorrow we have a very difficult test. It is against one of our least favorite opponents in the past few seasons. Yep, you guessed it, it's Sassuolo. Now, the Neroverdi have had a similar start to the season like the Rossoneri, as they picked up 9 points in their first 6 games this season, and they are also competing in the Europa League, where they actually got off to a great start against Atletico Bilbao by winning 3-0. However, on Thursday, they lost 3-1 against Genk, and of course, they've been missing a lot of players, so Sassuolo, I'm going to have to be extra careful against Milan tomorrow, as they will once again be missing a lot of these players. And these players include Berardi, of course, the guy that scored all those goals against us a few years ago when Aleli got fired. Then there's Duncan, Gazzola, Misiroli, and Sinsi. All these players are all out due to injury, and they won't be featuring in tomorrow's match. Now, when you think about Sassuolo, you always bring back those very dark times in Milan. Of course, we suffered so many times against this team. Of course, it's a team that hasn't only been beating Milan, they've also been beating other great teams. But in particular, this is a team that Milan doesn't like to face, even if it's at the San Siro. And tomorrow we're going to have to get a great performance and a very good performance in order to pick up a win. Even though Sassuolo is missing all these players, I don't think it's going to be an easy task. Even though the bookmakers are giving us as favorites, I think that Sassuolo will also put up a fight. And I think they could get at least 1 point here at the San Siro. Now, speaking about the formations, Milan will once again be going with the 4-3-3, as Donnarumma will be starting in net as he's seeking his 4th consecutive clean sheet. As for the defense, Abate will be starting on the right, and he will be replacing Calabria, of course, as he started last game. Paletta and Romagnoli are once again reconfirmed as a center-back pairing. De Sciglio on the left. Antonelli is once again out on injury and will not feature in this match. Therefore, it is more than likely that De Sciglio will be starting there on the left. For the midfield, we got Kuchka, Montolivo, and Bonaventura. And up front, we got Suso, Baca, and Luis Adriano. Now, Luis Adriano is a name, the surprise here in this lineup, because many people will be thinking that Niang will once again be given another shot to do well in this game, but this is not the case. Montella, according to recent reports from Sky and other sources, they're saying that Luis Adriano will be getting the start instead of Niang. Montella mentioned in his press conferences that Niang has been putting in the work. He's been obviously working very hard, but he hasn't been getting the results that the team needs, and that is why Montella will want to try out Luis Adriano in this game. I think Luis Adriano is a very good impact player that could come on and make the difference. Of course, we saw what he did against Fiorentina when, of course, he was fouled, but generally speaking, when he comes on, he does well, and I think once again he could have a very good performance for Milan tomorrow. Kind of curious to how he's going to be playing on that wing. Usually I would see him more as a striker, but we'll see what he can make out of tomorrow. As for Sassuolo, they will also be going with a 4-3-3 as Consigli will be starting in net. Lirola, Terranova, Acerbi, and Peluso will make up their back four. Biondini, Magnanelli, and Mazzitelli in the midfield with Politano, Defrel, and Ragusa on top. So obviously we got some players that could make a very good game out of Sassuolo tomorrow. But as you could tell, there's many players that will normally start in this match that are out on injury. Obviously, they also have Matri on the bench, so he might come on at some certain point in tomorrow's match. But overall, I believe that Sassuolo, even though, as I said before, they're missing all these players, they could still put up a fight against Milan. That even though I feel that we haven't lost in the last 3 matches, I still think that this is a work in progress type of team, and we still can't be certain 100% of how our season's gonna go. Of course, when speaking about predictions, it's just so unpredictable to actually make out of something of this Milan team, because sometimes you might have a great day for Milan and other times it might be the worst day in their season. So you just can't predict for Milan. So hopefully we'll continue our streak of positive results. Hopefully we'll get another clean sheet, but I'm telling you now, guys, it will be very, very tough. Let me know your comments down below on this match as well as your predictions. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything going on at AC Milan. We are still on the road to 10K. We are very close, just about 20 subscribers away. So if you haven't yet, please click on that subscribe button. It will help us a lot. I'll catch you guys later for another video. This has been Gio signing off, and as always, Forza Milan.